the first day of llama competition at the Minnesota State Fair, and the long-necked mammals are getting ready for judging. Some are subjected to a thorough shampoo session. Others receive a healthy dose of baby powder. It'll make their coats look whiter in the show ring. And over in her pen, 2-year-old Angel's being fitted for a pair of fairy wings.
This competition here is a costume class where you dress up your llama and you kind of have a theme. She's going to be my tooth fairy, and I'm going to be the boy who lost his front 2 teeth. Right now she's a little uncomfortable, but she'll get used to it.
This is the second year for the 4-H llama costume show, and where the idea came from, no one's quite sure.
Yeah, I think it's just that they're so handleable that people, oh, let's see if he'll wear this just for the heck of it. And all of a sudden they find out he'll wear a hat, and then he'll wear this, and then all of a sudden, hey, let's put a big costume on him. And it just keeps going and going and going. And now, hey, let's compete, you know. So that's kind of how it went with the costume thing.
When they're not busy dressing their llamas in crepe paper and chiffon, owners spend lots of time fielding questions from fairgoers.
I've been asked if they're related to ostriches, which no, they're not.
People have asked, like, how big are their eggs? And seeing as they're mammals, they don't lay eggs. That's kind of weird. And another lady asked if the llama would eat her jewelry. They don't eat jewelry. They're not kleptomaniacs.
Then there's the question they get constantly.
A lot of people ask, don't llamas spit?
Spitting is a big one.
People think they spit, so they'll come up and like, don't spit on me.
Contrary to popular belief, llamas don't actually spit all that often. And when they do, their target is rarely human passersby.
It's pretty much only for pecking order of food. The thing is that the animal that got spit on will not be able to eat for about 20 minutes. They secrete a real bad taste in their mouth. All of a sudden you'll start seeing the llama that got spit on drooling and his mouth is hanging, and the other llama eats all his food and, okay, thanks. So that's how they get the pecking order set.
Much more common than spitting is their humming.
Sometimes they hum because some of them miss like relatives or stuff.
You might say llamas are the social butterflies of the animal world. They hate to be alone.
Mainly they just have to be in a herd. It doesn't matter if it's a llama. It could be a herd of sheep, cattle, horses. Just as long as they have other animals.
Llamas are pretty fond of humans, too. Once you gain their trust, llamas will do just about anything for you, including dressing up as your bride in hopes of impressing fair patrons. Most of the state fair's livestock shows emphasize an animal's constitution. This one highlights its costuming. And on this afternoon, that costuming ranged from a head-to-hoof giraffe getup to cardboard clothing meant to resemble a Polaris four-wheeler.
It's fun for our exhibitors to dress their llamas up, but it's also a real mark of skill.
Outside of the show ring and out of costume, llamas often serve as guard animals, protecting livestock on the farm from predators. Some owners raise them for their wool, which can be made into everything from sweaters to rugs. Many people, though, have llamas just for the fun of it.
We kind of call them pasture candy because they're just a treat to have out in the pasture. They are just a great friend and just a nice animal to have around. I don't know how else to explain it. There's just something about them. They're very regal. They're very proud of themselves. You don't ever have to build up a llama's ego. I mean, they're usually pretty proud of themselves.
But apparently not too proud to parade around in a pink tutu.
Let's give all our exhibitors a big hand for coming